are similar. Study all 100, you know them, and that way whatever 30 you get, you got it. And then as far as your case study, this is the topic area of your case study. However, it doesn't include all of the questions that they're gonna ask. So that's your case study. You also have essay questions. So as we went through the slides, I told you like stuff like ADDIE and stuff like that. Those are definitely gonna be essay questions. So I know there's an ADDIE one, and there's a couple of them I told you guys that make stars. Quite honestly, if you were present, if you were listening, I know there's gonna be one about setting strategic objectives, KPIs, and key responsibility areas, so you'll do fine. They'll give you multiple choices, or they'll give you like, I don't know, 4 options for essay questions, and then out of those 4, you gotta pick 2. And then there's like short answer, they give you like 6, of those 6, you gotta pick 3. But if you paid attention, then you'll be fine. The best way to get a grade is to not just give me a one-liner, but explain by giving an example or a little bit more detail that you actually have a real world application, that you can apply this in the real world, and then you should be fine. All right? Are there any specific questions regarding the test that I may or may not be able to ask you? I know for some of you it's your first class, right?
Textbook.
Except for him. Anybody else? No, what's up? They told you to read the textbook?
Yeah.
Nah, read the slides. You don't need to read the textbook. The only way you would read the textbook, if you have a slide and you don't understand something on the
Yeah.
slide, then looking up in the textbook. But it's a waste of time for you to sit there and read the whole textbook. Just read the slides.
So the
Huh? I don't know. I don't know. Truthfully, huh?
The 9 was from the case study also?
I don't think so. I think that, I don't know how that works.
No, they send the 9
They
questions
send-
for
you
the
saw-
Oh, they do, okay. So they send you 9, and then of those 9, they're gonna pick certain ones.
4.
Okay, then you're fine. So I mean, it's easy. So they'll send you 9, study the 9, or just, well, I guess you gotta study the 9. I think the way, I wanna say, I don't know, I don't do that. So all I can tell you is based on my past experience from grading the test, which ones I typically see on there. I don't remember those questions, but I do remember the essays. I know ADDIE's on there. I know setting strategic objectives is usually on there. So, but you guys would be fine. They're pretty general, so if you paid attention in class, then you'll be fine. Okay. Any other questions? No? Easy.
بس
Okay. So, yep. Yeah. That's a good question. So regarding the exam, when you guys are answering your essay questions, I'm not looking for you to give me the exact same words I gave you. I don't want the textbook answers. I want you guys to show, as MBA students, how this plays out in a real life scenario. So that shows your understanding. All right? All right. So yeah, don't read this and don't study based on I need to learn the exact. Don't do that, because so it's a waste of your time. Just give me the real world application for it. All right, no questions? So on the case study,
Doctor,
yes sir.
I didn't get the case study.
This hasn't gone out yet. So I just got this from Jonas this morning. So I guess he'll send the case study to you guys, but he just wanted to give you a heads up, an overview. So this is what your case study question is going to be about. So on your case study, in the knowledge economy, skilled employees are assets that drive organizational success. Thus, companies must learn from them. Why they say, what they leave, why they stay, why they leave, and how the organization needs to change. A thoughtful exit interview should be face-to-face, via questionnaire, a survey, or a combination of the above, and can reveal what does or doesn't work inside the organization. So basically, your case study is going to be a PDF based on exit interviewing, right? And I know we talked a little bit about this, I don't know, today or yesterday or something, how when an employee is leaving the organization, it would be a good idea for that organization to do some type of exit interview to figure out what the problem is so they can fix it. So, additionally, it can promote engagement and enhance retain by signaling to employees that their views matter. So even though you have employees that are leaving the organization, by having a culture that conducts exit interviews, it shows the current employees that are there that the company is interested in finding out what the problem is. It can turn departing employees into corporate ambassadors for years to come, but unfortunately, too few leaders pay attention to this tool, and their programs fail to either improve retention or